What's up? It's Gabi checking in after another week. Last Wednesday I did my little weekly update with my What I Ate on Keto Wednesday video, and I said that I gained 2.5 pounds the week of Thanksgiving. However, I actually gained 3.5 pounds because I forgot that I had lost another pound before Thanksgiving. So I actually gained 3.5 pounds last week. The good news is I weighed myself yesterday morning and I had lost the 3.5 pounds again. So I am back down to where I was the weekend before Thanksgiving. So that's good that I at least got rid of the extra water weight or whatever it was that I had gained during Thanksgiving week. I did intermittent fasting this past week, as I mentioned in my What I Ate on Keto Wednesday video, and it wasn't really much of a difference than my usual routine, other than I tried to get my dinner and dessert in just a little bit before my usual eating times, but not much at all. So I think it went pretty well. I think I will continue to do it again this week. I know that I had some extra water weight or whatever to lose this week from Thanksgiving, so I don't know if it was the intermittent fasting that helped me get over that, or if the intermittent fasting, or if it was just water weight that I was getting rid of. And I'm curious to see if I'll lose another high amount of pounds this week as well. So I think I'll try intermittent fasting again this week and see how that does, since I should be all back and good after Thanksgiving week. Since it was another end of the month, I did do my measurements and take progress pictures, and it looks like I lost 1 inch around my bust band, waist, hips, thighs, and calves. The thighs and calves are first, so I'm pretty excited about that. I was kind of surprised to see that I finally lost some inches around my thighs and my calves, because those I think are huge trouble spots for me, and so that was a pleasant surprise to see when I measured them today. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I had a couple other non-scale victories I feel like this week, which has been keeping my morale up. I also took progress pictures and I'll add them here. I can finally start to see a difference in this month's progress picture comparisons, which is pretty exciting. I did notice I went and got my hair done today, and while I was at the salon, I had that gown thingy on, or the apron or whatever you want to call it, and it pins up right against your neck. I noticed that I had some like wrinkling down here, and I feel like it might be just like excess skin. So I was wondering what anybody out there is doing about, like, supplement wise for your like loose skin. Are you taking like fish oil or vitamin E? What do people take to keep their skin elasticized so that it will hopefully go back in place? Because it was kind of unsightly to see those like kind of wrinkles, like extra skin kind of looking wrinkles underneath my chin. I'm glad it's going away, but I want it to like suck back in too at the same time, you know what I mean? So if anybody has any suggestions as far as supplements go for your skin to keep your skin moist and elasticized, I'd appreciate it. I want to say that vitamin E and fish oil are good things to take, but I don't know, I can also Google it. But I was wondering if there's anybody out there that can tell me what has given them good results. And lastly, I don't have a very long video today, but lastly I did want to mention that I am going to be trying some different, like, I don't know if they'll be necessarily holiday recipes, or recipes that will be good for holidays, like to try to stick to keto with. I want to find some good cookie recipes to make, and there was a peppermint chocolate pie of some sort that I found that I'm going to try to make. I'm going to try to make it for our Christmas gathering at work, because there are diabetics that are there and there are people that are gluten-free, and in general everyone seems to like the things that I make that are sugar-free and low carb anyway. So it doesn't matter that they are sugar-free and low carb, they seem to enjoy them anyway, which is a good thing. So I'm going to be making that pie, and I can put a link in the description below to the recipe that I found. I think it's from All Day I Dream About Food. I think I saw it possibly on Instagram somewhere. So I'm going to be trying that out probably next week. And I'm probably going to try to make some cookies too. I just ordered some more Honeyville, I think, almond flour, the really finely ground stuff on Amazon. And I ordered some more Swerve sweetener. Swerve is not my favorite sweetener to use because it has that like weird like cooling after effect, or it has a weird like, if you drink water immediately after drinking or eating something that was sweetened with Swerve, it has like this weird like effect. I can't really explain it, but it's a weird effect. But the great thing about Swerve is that it measures cup for cup with sugar, which makes transferring non-low carb recipes to low carb just a bit easier. Also, when recipes call for erythritol, I'm really not sure whether they are meaning something like Swerve that matches for sugar, or if it's like your regular like the Now sweetener or whatever, which is a little less sweet than sugar. So I always get very concerned when I make it, unless the person that is writing the recipe specifically says they use Swerve, and some of them do, so that's why I wanted to have some more Swerve on hand. I decided, I think, that I am going to allow myself a few breaks over the Christmas time. However, I'm going to try not to go all out all the time. I'm going to allow myself to have sweets or whatever on Christmas Day. When we have our gathering on the 2nd with my family, 2nd of January, I might have something. And any time other in between that I might want to like just grab something that I've been craving, that I've been missing, maybe for one meal of the day, I might allow myself to do that. But otherwise, try to stay low carb, at least eating maintenance wise, just to try to limit. And I don't want to go full out with the sugars either, because I know I'm just not going to be able to handle it anymore either because once I stop eating sugar for a while, I noticed that I can't even stand to eat like a whole lot of it anymore anyway, and I really prefer to eat stuff that is like replacement sugars. Also, I don't want to get myself hooked back in the sugar routine again, because I've been doing so good not to. And I even avoided, like, somebody put M&Ms out at work and like a whole stack of like really good chocolate candies. Like, they had the Snickers, the Butterfingers, the Twix, the all kinds of good stuff, you know, all the stuff I used to eat all the time, and I totally skipped it and left it on the table. So I'm pretty proud of myself for that, actually. I know how addicting that stuff can be, and I didn't want to get myself off track before Christmas. I actually asked on my wish list this year for some chocolates sweetened with erythritol, and I'm really just looking for that instead of somebody putting some chocolate, like some M&Ms or something like that, in my stockings. I'd much prefer to have the low carb and sugar-free chocolates than have, you know, some sweetened with sugar stuff. So that's about all I have today. When I find some good recipes, I will share them with you. I'm gonna try to test some of them over the next 2 weeks to see how things are, and try to get, you know, still be able to have some of those goodies that everybody else is having and eating and whatever, but still stay keto at the same time. If you have any good low carb recipes for Christmas time treats, let me know. I'd love to check them out. I might try some. I hope y'all are doing well, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!